Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Waving Hand. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful and practical books ever written about wealth, success, and human behavior. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Now, this isn't your typical finance book. It's not about complicated formulas or stock market hacks. Instead, it's about how our minds, our habits, beliefs, and emotions shape the way we think about money. And trust me, once you understand these ideas, you'll never look at money the same way again. Part 1. Why money is more about behavior than math. Let's start with the big idea of the book. Money success is not about knowledge. It's about behavior. Think about it. Everyone knows they should save more than they spend. Everyone knows investing consistently builds wealth. Yet most people don't do it. Why? Because money decisions aren't made in spreadsheets. They're made at the dinner table, at the mall, or in moments of fear and greed. For example, two people with the same income can live completely different financial lives. One saves and invests steadily, while the other spends everything trying to keep up with neighbors. It's not about intelligence, it's about discipline and mindset. Part 2. The role of luck and risk. One of the most humbling lessons in this book is about luck and risk. Morgan Housel explains that financial success is never just about effort. It's also about timing, circumstances, and luck. Take Bill Gates. Yes, he was smart and hardworking, but he also had access to one of the only high schools in America that had a computer in the 1970s. That was luck. On the other hand, risk works the same way. You can do everything right and still lose money because of events beyond your control, like a sudden economic crash. The key lesson? Be humble. Don't judge others too quickly, and don't overestimate your own genius. Success is a mix of effort and luck. Part 3. Never enough. Here's a story that really hits hard. Imagine you've already made millions of dollars, but you keep chasing more and more. Morgan tells the story of Rajat Gupta, a wealthy businessman who had everything: prestige, money, power. But it still wasn't enough. He wanted more, took illegal shortcuts, and ended up in prison. The lesson is powerful. If you don't know how much is enough, you'll never feel satisfied, no matter how much you earn. So define your enough. Maybe it's financial independence. Maybe it's the ability to take care of your family. Once you know that number, stop chasing endlessly. Part 4. The power of compounding. Let's talk about one of the most magical forces in finance: compounding. Warren Buffett is a perfect example. Most people think he's a genius investor, but the real secret is that he started investing as a child and kept going for decades. Buffett made more than $80 billion of his wealth after his 65th birthday. Why? Because compounding takes time to show its magic. The takeaway? You don't need insane returns. You just need consistent returns for a long time. Start early, stay invested, and let time do the heavy lifting. Part 5. Getting wealthy versus staying wealthy. Making money and keeping money are two completely different skills. To get wealthy, you often need to take risks, be optimistic, and seize opportunities. But to stay wealthy, you need almost the opposite: humility, caution, and a healthy fear of losing it all. This is why so many people win big once and then lose it all. They never learn the art of protecting what they built. The lesson? Always play defense as much as offense. Avoid unnecessary risks. And remember, survival is the real game. Part 6. Freedom is the ultimate goal. Morgan Housel makes it clear. The ultimate form of wealth is freedom. Freedom to wake up and decide what you want to do with your day. Freedom to spend time with people you love. Freedom to work because you want to, not because you have to. A big paycheck means nothing if you're chained to a job you hate or constantly stressed about losing it. So, when you think about money, don't just think about stuff. Think about buying back your time. Part 7. Saving versus spending. Here's a surprising insight. You don't need a high income to be wealthy. You need a high savings rate. People assume wealth is about how much you earn, but real wealth is about how much you keep. Think about it. Someone earning $80,000 a year but saving half is wealthier in the long run than someone earning $200,000 but spending it all. The takeaway? Focus less on impressing others and more on building financial security for yourself. Part 8. Tails drive everything. This one's fascinating. In investing, a small number of events called tails drive the majority of results. For example, in the stock market, just a handful of companies like Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon have created most of the wealth. The same is true in life. A few key decisions, lucky breaks, or big mistakes can change everything. So, don't get discouraged if most things don't work out. You just need a few right bets to succeed massively. Part 9. You are not alone. Another trap people fall into is comparing themselves to others. But here's the truth. Everyone has a different financial story. Maybe you're saving for retirement, while someone else is gambling on crypto. Your goals aren't the same, so your strategies shouldn't be either. Don't copy others blindly. Define your own goals, your own risk tolerance, and your own path. Money is personal. Part 10. The psychology of enough patience. To wrap it up, the big theme of the psychology of money is patience. Wealth isn't built overnight. It's built by consistent habits, smart decisions, and avoiding catastrophic mistakes. The people who win with money aren't always the smartest. They're the ones who stay calm, stay consistent, and think long-term. So, let's quickly recap the biggest lesson from the psychology of money. Money success is about behavior, not intelligence. Luck and risk play a huge role, so stay humble. Define what's enough for you. Compounding is the most powerful force. Give it time. Getting wealthy and staying wealthy are two different skills. True wealth is freedom over your time. Savings rate matters more than income. A few big wins make all the difference. Don't compare your journey to others. Patience is the ultimate financial superpower. If you take these lessons seriously, you won't just get richer. You'll live smarter, calmer, and more fulfilled. Thanks for watching. Raising hands if you found value in this video. Hit that like button, subscribe for more life-changing book summaries, and let me know in the comments which lesson from the psychology of money hit you the hardest. Until next time, take care, and remember, the way you think about money will determine the way you live your life.